TSNE, The Season Never Ends, is the engine behind your favorite sports bar fantasy site. If your bar doesn't have it, send them our way so you can benefit from seamless draft day setups, no back and forth with staff. Just scan a QR code, pick your league spot, and customize your food and drink offers. TSNE offers quality of life tools like a mock drafter that improves each year by learning your league, automated team management if a player quits mid-season, and game time injury replacements before kickoff. With more league types and role options than any other platform, TSNE is everything you wish your fantasy platform had.
Hey everyone, this is Scal from the Greatest Team on Paper podcast. Are you looking for an in-depth fantasy football advice? Perhaps some weekly NFL betting picks? Or simply a fun conversation about everyone's favorite sport in the world, football? Look no further than the Greatest Team on Paper. We are three lifelong friends who have been living and breathing football for more than 20 years. We break down everything from tough start-sit decisions on a weekly basis, in-depth analysis of player performances, game recaps, and everyone's favorite segment, our famous G-Top Locks of the Week. Whether you want to ride with us on our picks or just want a fan's perspective of the games, the G-Top fellows have you covered. You can listen to us at The Greatest Team on Paper on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon platforms. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well at The Greatest Team on Paper. Help us help you. We'll see you there.
You. The one still debating whether to start Patrick Mahomes this week or bench him for that rando backup QB no one's heard of. What are you doing? Stop scrolling and listen up. You know what you need in your life? More Black and Tan Sports. That's right, your one-stop podcast for fantasy football chaos, NFL hot takes, and the occasional life lesson you didn't know you needed. We're on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere you can get your podcasts. So hit that subscribe button like you're smashing a waiver wire pickup for CMC. And don't forget to drop us a 5-star review. Why? Because it's not just our egos, it helps the algorithm show us some love. And let's be honest, you could use more good karma for that trade offer you just sent out. You're also going to want to join the party on social media because we're dropping fire takes all week long. On X, formerly known as Twitter, we're not here to discuss Elon. We're at Black and Tan Pod. Facebook, Black and Tan Sports Pod. You know, for all you I still love my mom's memes people out there. Instagram, we got you at Black and Tan Sports Pod. Where else can you get weekly fantasy tips and questionable Photoshop edits of my co-host Dwayne's face? Oh, and YouTube, Black and Tan Sports. Subscribe there too, unless you're scared to see what fantasy football legends actually look like. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe, follow, engage. Otherwise, your fantasy team might just get cursed with a season-ending injury. Just saying. Black and Tan Sports, for the laughs, the takes, and the wins. Subscribe now, or you'll regret it later.
Black and Tan Sports, we keep it real. Nick and Blaine breaking down the deal. Big points, bigger stories, you already know. Fantasy football with that life flow. Brought to you by The Season Never Ends, where the game never stops, and neither do we, my friends. From touchdowns to hot takes, we cover it all. Laughs, life, and football, we stand tall. Tune in, lock in, it's time to roll. Black and Tan's taking over, but we're on the roll. We're on the roll.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. We are back.
Thank you.
Back
That
in
applause
black.
was just
Thanks
too
for coming out.
much.
Thanks for tuning in this week. Another episode, another wonderful episode, exciting episode of Black and Tan Sports coming to you live.
Listen, and there's a few people in the chats now. Please throw out your questions. We'll be able to answer. We'll be able to answer them for you and different things like that. And hopefully we can interact a little bit more with each other.
Yes, please.
Listen, we got a heck of a show lined up. As always, I say that every week. I feel like it's just getting redundant because it's so good. We know
it's going to be a good show because we're doing it.
And so, of course, we got Herbie's Hail Marys. We're gonna be playing that. We're gonna be playing that at the top of the top
Yeah,
this
yeah.
time.
Listen, that's a great way to start the show, bro. I love it.
We had a lot of fun with Mr. Green this weekend.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we did. Oh my God, we got to talk about that. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we'll definitely bring that up because
hung out with Mr. Green, got a couple drinks in this. It was good. It was a good time.
Mr. Green was drinking. First of all, think about this right here. He's a guy who drinks Fireball and Gold and Rumpelmans.
And
Rumpelmans, right? You had him with tequila.
Yes.
We had free vodka that they were handing out.
And I had
we had him with the whiskey.
Yeah.
I gave him some whiskey when we were over at the tailgate.
Yeah.
He had everything.
And I bought him his own bottle of my leftover bottle of Fireball. He only had 1 or 2 shots of it though. But that was at the end when we were
disappointing.
Leaving.
Who knows? Maybe we plan on going to the tailgate for Eagles Dallas. Maybe he'll do this again. Who knows?
We'll be back in the house again, man. If you guys are out, not this weekend. Eagles are away and playing against Washington, the Commanders. But the week after that, we played. Was that Dallas? I think it is at home.
Yeah, man. We played
Last
Dallas
2
at
games of the
425.
season, Dallas, and then the game after that's going to be New York Giants. So we got the NFC East bumping heads in the last 2 games of the season in Philly. We're going to be live and direct at the link, hanging out, talking trash, interviewing people, talking to people, meeting people, just having a great time. If you want to come out and hang out with us, man, let us know. Hit us up, and we'll tell you exactly where we're going to be. Again, probably in the same plot, lot D2. That's the one. I think it's going to be our home base spot at this point.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Once we get more details, and
we'll let you know if it changes.
We'll let you guys know to see what's going on. And also, we're going to talk about today a little bit of the Eagles, and we're going to recap some of that as well.
The Eagles, yeah.
And listen, we're not doing picks this week.
No.
All right.
And I'm not doing the top 5 because at this point it's the same top 5 every week.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we all it's come down to the playoff season. People have clinched. You've got people clinching playoff berths and first round buys. So these are the teams that are going to be your top 5 no matter what. So it's easy to figure that part out at this point in the season. So we're going to skip past that kind of more like a freestyle.
Just a freestyle. Talk about things that we're going to have conversation. That's what the best. This is what it's about.
Conversation.
This is what this is about.
Yeah.
So, without further,
oh yeah,
ado
my
here.
man, 50 grand. Not Ace Boone Coon yet, but he's working.
Oh, someone commented on one of the Facebook pages like, "I've never said that in my whole life." And you know what the first thing I thought was? You're a liar.
Right. If you knew what it is.
Come on, dude.
Right.
Just be honest with yourself. You said it.
You can say.
Come on, man. I know.
We've all said something.
We all grow and we change. We're kids. We're not kids. Whatever.
Yes,
I mean, come on,
agreed.
geez.
Agreed.
All right. Anyway,
Before
we get sidetracked completely again and start
Mr.
going
Green.
racist again, all crazy.
We don't want that.
No. Here we go.
Herbie's got his eye on the game, throwing down bets, never playing safe. A little unhinged, but he's here to play. Welcome to Herbie's Hail Marys today.
It's Mr. Green back in the house again. Once again, I had a great week. I went 4-1. That makes 12 winning weeks in a row. Let's get right into this week. First game up, I'll be on the Kansas City Chiefs. They're playing home. They're playing for the number 1 seed. I know Patrick's all banged up, but that ain't going to make no difference whatsoever. They have a great running back in Isaiah. All they have to do is hand the ball off to him, and it's no way you're going to be able to catch this guy. I actually see him having over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns this week. I don't see Kelsey really having a good game this week. I heard he's doing a lot of Christmas shopping for Taylor and Taylor's family, but this year he's actually hooking up with Taylor, and he has a lot of Christmas shopping to do. So he's like beat, all tired, last-minute Christmas shopping. I think he's going to have an off game this week. Isaiah is going to be running all over the place. And you think it's bad for Kelsey this year? Just wait till next year when they have a little baby Kelsey running around. That's going to be really bad next year. But anyway, next game up, I'll be taking the Rams. Rams will be playing the Jets this week. Goff's having a great season. He has all his wide receivers back too, by the way. They're really healthy. They've been scoring a lot of points recently. They're playing Grandpa. That's right, guys. Grandpa Rogers. I still can't believe this guy's playing football. I really can't. Guy's probably close to 50 years old. The only thing I could think of, he had some bad investments in his life, and he just can't say goodbye. Social Security probably isn't good enough for him. I know he could collect Medicare, but I just think with all the bad investments that he had I think he has to play for a couple more seasons. The third game I'm looking at, I'm going to be taking the Detroit Lions. They're playing Chicago. Chicago actually stinks. They got blown out against Minnesota this past Monday night. Detroit can't afford to lose another game. They won't lose against Chicago. I know Chicago almost beat them on Thanksgiving, but that's because they were thinking about the turkey and all that stuff. Take the Lions. I see them winning this game like 44-17. Fourth game I'm taking this week is the Buffalo Bills. That team is doing really, really good. Allen's on track to get MVP this year. They have a great team, great defense. They just score so many points, it's unbelievable. I actually see them score 50 points this week. They're playing New England. They have a lot of paybacks with New England. This is a different game. They don't have Brady. They don't have Belichick. Oh, my God. Talking about Belichick. I don't even know why I brought it up. But you guys know he actually took a job. He's going to be coaching North Carolina next year, college football. He ended up leaving the NFL. Nobody wanted him. Started dating this girl, 27 years old. Been having sex 4 or 5 times a day. He was talking to his doctor the other day. And I know this because Joe Flacco told me this. Joe goes to the same doctor. The doctor basically said, hey, Bill, you need to get a job. You need to get away from this girl. Because if not, you're going to have a heart attack as much time as you're having sex with this 27-year-old girl. She's involved with your life insurance policy, and you got a good life insurance policy. But if you don't want to have a heart attack, just keep yourself busy. So that's why he ended up taking a job over at North Carolina. Why are we even talking about Bill? And the last game up is going to be Green Bay. Green Bay's playing home on Monday night, playing against the Saints. The Saints is a dome team. It's no way a dome team is going to go to Green Bay on a Monday night with about 5 below zero temperatures. Green Bay is actually playing really good ball. They're going to crush the Saints on Monday Night Football. Let's go with the recap, guys. I know I'm going 5-0 this week. I'll be on Kansas City, the Rams, the Lions, the Buffalo Bills, and Green Bay. I want to thank you for all coming out this past Sunday over at the Wells Fargo Center. We had that wing pole challenge. I've seen a lot of people over there. I was with my friends Nick, Dwayne. We had a great time, man. Black and Tan was there running the show with Bill Wingador and his team. I want to congratulate this guy, Moose. He actually won Sunday. But don't worry about it, guys. It's only the first guy that's going to enter the contest. You have a chance to win this February coming up, Friday before the Super Bowl, over at Cheerleaders. I recommend you go into the next wing pole challenge. I think it's going to be coming up in a week or two. We'll keep you posted. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week.
Herbie bets big, Herbie bets bold. Never play safe, let the dice roll. Wild predictions, no time to be wary. Get ready for Herbie's Hail Marys.
All right, we are back, and I don't know where my co-host went. Are we pausing this and restarting? Nick, where are you, bro? Where'd you go? Hello. Where'd you go, homie? We're live. Ha. So anyway, I'm still here, so we're probably not recording because he does it on his end. Where'd you go? Oh, he says he's backstage recording. Keep going. All right, well, I guess I'll take this into my own hands. It's Dwayne Black of Black and Tan. I'm back without my co-host for the moment. He's had some technical difficulties happening right now. So we had Herb. I'm going to talk about Herb for a little bit. He's a wild guy. He did go 4 for 5 last week. That's awesome. Again, his picks are basically just for your entertainment purposes only. And he bets on spread, but he actually, if he's going to win and loss, he was 4 for 5 as well. So he's doing well. Wait, who's that?
Oh my goodness, dude.
He's back. I lost you. Where'd you go?
That was almost a complete disaster. It's very professional, obviously. I clicked the button. I clicked the button. I didn't know how to get back. And then I started panicking because I heard the song for the outro for Herbie's Hail Marys. I was like,
yeah, because I was like, oh, where'd you go? It was just me on the screen. I was like, oh, I lost my co-host.
Well,
I couldn't
listen,
hear anything.
if that ever happens again, I know how to fix it. How about that?
Well, let's hope it never happens again. That's
Right,
funny.
right. Yeah, that
Listen,
was very awkward, and I apologize. But
well, if you heard me, I was getting back into.
you were like, wait, hold a
I
second.
was like, I don't know if he's recording now. It's just me. If he's not here, I don't know if he's recording or not. I was like, well, we're live, so what's going on? It still showed live, so I guess it was recording.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
Yeah, interesting, dude. It's never a
Interesting.
dull moment, especially when you go
Never.
live and weird
Never,
things
never.
happen.
Listen, Herb, this guy,
Is
the
there
guy, he has to know people in the NFL intimately.
very intimately, so much so that he gives Joe Flacco to violate HIPAA and tell him about Bill Belichick's doctor advice. That's
Doctor
insane.
advice.
Dude, the way, and again, I brought this up before, but Mr. Green, the way you say sex is Jax. It's like it's just weird. It's a little rough. It's a little
weird.
dirty, a little hairy.
It sounds. I said it sounds non-consensual. If I have to be honest, when I hear it, it sounds like I didn't consent to this. You know, it's like you're
4
getting
to
it.
5, 6 times a day. 27 years old.
So basically, what Travis and Taylor are having a baby, and he's got. I mean, the guy's got money, but he's actually out doing all the shopping. I don't think so.
Come on, he doesn't lift a finger. He has people do it for him.
Yeah, but maybe not. He knows more than we do because Flacco is, I guess, his go-to for the NFL news.
Right, but
which is
listen,
funny.
he was at a wing pole at the Wing and Door event. Like, dude, it was a lot of fun. Everybody had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great.
Everything about everything was good. It wasn't boring. It was just everything went so well.
And
And
if you
it was
watch
just a
the
great
clips
time.
online, man, you can see how much fun we had. It's just
Yeah, make sure you're
great.
following us on all our social media. I mean, there's a slogan. It's either Black and Tan Sports or Black and Tan Sports Pod. We're out there. We have YouTube Shorts. We're on TikTok. We're on
you can't not find it.
Instagram. We're on Facebook.
You see the energy.
X.
The energy is so high out there, man. It's so great. It's like you get into a groove and you start having a good time, man. It's so fun. And even if you're not an Eagles fan, listen, we're out also to dispel these rumors that the Eagles fans are the worst fans in the NFL. If you watch our clips just from last week at the game, there were plenty of Steelers fans there that we had a great time with, had some interviews with, and nobody got beat up. You didn't see anybody.
Listen, we'll find out. But listen, we'll find out if that holds true.
Yeah.
When it comes to Dallas, because it's a whole nother level of hate. There's not a lot of like Steelers hate. Like I feel like somebody I know used to live in Pittsburgh, and they would say that like the Steelers think that people like Philadelphia specifically hates them.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, we don't care. We don't care about you.
They're so far away. We're not in the same division. Like, doesn't make any sense.
No.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I know anybody from Pittsburgh, to be honest with you.
And I saw something where it was like the difference between Philly and Pittsburgh is we say John, and in Pittsburgh they use the word Yinz. Y-I-N-Z.
Well, it's because they're weird, dude.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the what was the governor or mayor or whatever of Pittsburgh lost a bet to the Philadelphia mayor, and he was saying that Sheets is better than Wawa, and the Steelers were better, and he lost a bet, so he had to put a video out. And he was at the Rocky statue or whatever the art museum.
Yeah, using your tax dollars to fly himself to the Rocky statue for a social media video.
But he was holding a sign up, and it had like the Sheet sign and the Wawa sign with the greater than going to the Wawa, and he had an Eagles hat on, and he had to admit that the Eagles were better than Steelers. It was kind of a funny bet, but
listen,
he bet they were going to win.
Unpopular. Have you ever been to a Sheets?
Yes,
it's better than Wawa.
Yeah, they are. Listen, it's definitely a different situation. That food is good. The coffee, I don't know about the coffee, but the food is definitely a lot better.
No, it is, and it's like everything about the whole vibe inside the store is like just nice. I don't know if it's because it's like typically in southern states and like you don't get that Northeast attitude all the way out there, but like, oh, man, I like Sheets.
Yeah.
Whenever we go to North Carolina, like we stop on our way out, and I'll grab they have like crazy flavored like sunflower seeds and everything like that, and I'll be there. And I'm just like,
it's a good time.
What can I get? I remember I had this glazed donut one time.
Pause.
I guess, right?
Glaze a donut.
Glazy.
Oh,
it ain't hazy being glazy.
Glazy
but
donut.
It was the donut was like munchkins together.
Oh, really? Like compressed munchkins?
Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
That sounds good.
It was good.
Right about now.
Funk Show brother.
Listen, he knows about Aaron Rodgers. I guess Aaron Rodgers is too old. And he has Aaron Rodgers is financially destitute apparently because he
Right.
didn't save any of
He
his
spends he
$90
actually
million that he's earned over the past 100 years playing football.
right. He spends so much time on Pat McAfee's show that he actually has no
Right.
time for
He
actual
is-
work.
That's funny. He won't even be at the Jets next year either.
No,
That's-
he doesn't
that's
like that
predictable.
organization, dude.
No.
He
He
I-
came
we
in,
talked
blew
about
it up, and then he's leaving.
he's
Like
the
bad
coach
for him.
killer. He's the coach
Yeah.
killer. He goes into
Yeah.
an organization and he crushes the coach. That's what he does every single time. He does it
Yeah.
everywhere he goes.
Dude, he's a bum. He needs to just fucking retire. I'm sick
I
of
mean,
him.
I guess that's really Herb's point, right? That's
Yeah.
Mr. Green's point is that he should be retired right now. I can't believe he's even playing.
Agreed.
I really can't either, but swinging on
Yeah.
back. Swinging
Taking
on
all
back.
back. So there was Herb's picks. I
His
said,
picks there, yeah.
Win,
He
lose,
had
or
a good
draw.
time.
Was 4 out of 5 last week. He's over 500 easily this season. So
Boy can drink, huh?
yeah. He was down on him. He didn't
And
want
he
to go
was-
too heavy though.
There was a good I gotta release the video where he was dancing. He's like shaking.
Oh
all
yeah, we gotta
around.
see
So
that.
There's one if
Everybody
there's
was
one,
getting loose.
right. No, it was a great time, man. Especially that tailgate. And shout out to the I forget the gentleman's name. I'm so sorry, but like the guys who ran that tailgate, it was awesome tailgate, dude. They had like
Yeah.
literally a sectional couch out there with a TV.
Oh
They had-
yeah,
they had
it was
there was-
awesome.
shout out to the kid cooking food.
Oh my gosh, yo, this young dude, he was 14. He was running that thing like it was his job, and he did it to the best of his ability. And I've never seen a 14-year-old cook and serve and be so polite and on top of his game and handle his business like that, probably in my lifetime. I
He
mean, he
was-
was about his hustle.
He was about his hustle, but the thing was, is I feel like every time I went over there, he was always trying to roast me.
Was he?
Yeah, like,
I don't doubt it.
I
He
didn't.
seems like that kind of kid, though. He was talking a little bit of trash. I get it.
Yeah, it was. I felt a little slight. I felt like, look, his
He's
food was
like,
great.
you want a double cheeseburger, big
He's
guy?
like, what? He's like, what? You want a triple? You want a baconator? Wrong place, fatty. I was like, oh my god.
We put a sausage on your burger for you.
Yeah, and I was like, well, actually,
I
that
mean,
sounds
actually, that sounds
delicious.
pretty good. Yeah, his food was good. The burgers were delish, man.
Yeah, and Ewan was even better. That
And
sauce. That
The
sauce. that
Oh yeah, he
Bacon
put the
sauce.
wing sauce on the burgers and the
I did. It was
sausages.
good, man.
Yeah,
It was good. The sauce is good too. It's like a different
The
type of sauce. Like
glizzies.
you're not. It's like it's barbecue, but it's like not.
it's a
hot.
little bit
It's
of
like-
hot sauce to it. Yeah, but it
It's
doesn't like
weird. I don't know
hit
how to
you and
explain
stay there. It like
Right.
hits. It's a nice little fade off. It doesn't stick with you, so you're not like nothing else tastes like anything after the fact. It's a good mix. It's a good sauce.
No, it is good.
Yeah,
It
you
is
should
good.
check it out.
We're gonna get some samples.
Try to get some
Maybe
samples. Might get a little promotion going the
Maybe
next
if
time.
the team is listening. Maybe we can do a little. We'll get the promo code. A
Yeah,
little
we'll
dealy
pass it
deal.
out to you guys. See what's going on. Get some of that sauce in your guts. Pause.
Yeah. And then when it came down to the actual eating contest, dude,
Oh my
it
god,
was
that was awesome.
and it was funny because those wings are full wings too. They weren't
Yeah.
like
Yeah, they
some
weren't
places
like
you
the
go get
cheesy-
wings for like the wing nights, like they're small guys, but these were
These are
these
full
were the-
size.
these were some thick wings, dude.
Yeah, I think the competition they had 26 wings per eater
I think it was
So-
30.
or 30. Okay, so it's 30 wings, and basically I guess it's going to be the rules if you decide to sign up for it. You get 30 wings, and it's so basically it's a time thing. So the first one that finishes is the actual winner, but we do have an individual that will be checking the wings to make sure they're actually eaten to the bone and not just bitten off. Pause. So you have to fully eat the wing.
Well,
and
shout out
it'll
to
be checked.
Carbo,
Yeah,
who was neck and neck with Moose the whole time.
yeah,
And what was crazy, and the reason why they did the whole counting of the wings thing, partially was because they finished at the same time.
yeah. They
So
were
they finished so
literally-
close that it came down to how many wings are
Were
more
actually
clean
made
than
the
the other
cut.
plate.
Yeah,
Right.
clean wings.
You gotta clean them, baby.
Gotta clean them. And you got that sauce on them too if you want it. That sauce is delish, bro. Can't
was
stop
good.
thinking about it.
Yeah, I can go for some wings right now. Actually,
I know. Quit talking
I actually had
about
some
it.
wings yesterday. I was thinking about it. It was
I'm
not as
hungry.
good though.
I did.
Not
Yeah, I
as
had a
good.
couple. I had some last night picking up food while I was waiting, but they weren't the same. They didn't have the same sauce.
That was the appetizer.
Yeah. 5 wings.
What kind of
medium
wings?
sauce on it.
What kind of wings? What kind of sauces you throw on it?
Just medium hot sauce. Just a little something.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little plain if you ask me.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I like the wings dried, then I dip the sauce because sometimes they overload it and it doesn't. I don't know. It makes them soggy.
That's
like
what
a
they
little
did at the
crunchy
place
one.
I had them at yesterday.
Yeah.
It was just too much.
Yeah. That's why I get them dry because they put it all in there and then it's like it's soggy. Then you get the wing and it's like, you get the little crunch factor that I like. That
Can I tell you
appreciate.
something about this whole wing contest though?
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I could eat better than everyone so
Pause.
far.
Hey, listen, throw your hat in the ring.
I can't,
the-
dude. Do you know
No.
what it is, dude? You get that Wegovy shot, bro. You can't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't be messing around.
Yeah, I'm trying to look svelte for February 7th for wing poles, so those cheerleader girls can keep their hands off me. You know, they
Yeah.
want to come over and be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, you're so
Listen,
tan, and I'll be
go
like, I'm
work,
not
do what you
really.
gotta do. Then your wife punches you in the back of the head.
No, she won't, dude. She'd probably be like,
Yeah, bring her home.
just
Let's go.
don't blow his ego up too much.
That's funny.
She's gonna be there, so
Oh, she? Yeah,
Oh,
Chris is
yeah.
gonna be there too. So
yeah,
it'll be
it'll
good.
be a lot of
good
fun.
time. Yeah,
When
yeah.
we get together, it is a good time, dude. Always.
It is always drink. I feel like
Because it's funny because yours and mine have similar personalities. I feel like
Yeah.
so it's kind of just like, which is
The
weird.
hangout.
We were talking about that we were talking about it like during the wing pole thing. It was like you, Mr. Green came with me, your friend came with you,
Yeah.
and I was like, these two are like almost the same person.
Yeah. Yeah. The personality types. Yeah.
We did the same thing. And then you think about it too, we were hanging out as like couples, like it's the same there too. Like that's actually really weird.
That is kind of weird. But I guess because our personalities are certain ways, so it's like
That's true. That's true.
kind of attract the same kind of
But
people.
I'll tell you what though, what was on fire. And if I don't see you hosting wing pole,
Yeah.
and I'm talking the one at cheerleaders. So cheerleaders, I'm talking
We're
to you
talking
right
to
now.
you, bro. Listen,
You can talk
I
to
want
Bill.
the job. I want the job. I told him I want the job.
You can talk to Bill.
I
You can
think
talk
Bill
to
said it.
anybody there. There is not going to be a better host
Yeah.
than Dwayne. Now, I'm also
I had a good time.
going to throw my hat into the ring because it needs to be duels,
Yes.
because it's going to be unstoppable. I promise you this
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
You will not regret it. You will not regret it.
Got my cameraman.
Cheerleaders, what are you going to do? You're going to listen. I love you guys, right? But what are you going to do? You're going to have the house DJ there. Oh, what's going up? No, that's not how
Well,
we're
going to
supposed
be
to
outside.
do
I
this.
think that thing is outside anyway.
Oh, it
in
is
the
outside.
parking
You're
lot?
right.
Yeah, in the tents. So
Yeah.
I think it was like six tents in the parking lot. So the parking lot's gonna be, just kind of packed with the tents and people outside gathering around and hanging out. So
we're throwing this out there,
Yeah.
cheerleaders. We would love to host your event.
yes,
Okay, we would love to be in it.
this is us asking for a job.
Listen, if you don't, you'd be missing out. I
Yeah.
promise.
Yeah,
It's not gonna cost you anything.
no,
I
it's the
promise you
added
that.
fleave.
It's gonna be that flavor. You need the black
You
and
need
tan.
that
You need the
black
salt
and
and
that
pepper, dude.
tan. You need that
telling
black
you
and
right
tan
now.
there, right there. Yes, sir. Black and sea salt.
It's it. A little bit of Himalayan sea salt, pink.
The pink Himalayan sea salt and the
Yeah.
black pepper.
So when we were at the tailgate, there was
Yeah.
one thing that I really noticed. I think above all was just like the amount of good vibes,
Yeah.
right? Through all
Yeah.
the, like, you could feel as you're walking through the parking lots, and there is numerous, you could feel how good of a vibe everything was just from the Eagles winning. Because I'll tell you what, when the Eagles are winning, it's like the city of Philadelphia thrives.
Yeah. The shootings go down. The carjackings
Literally.
kind of cease. Like it's literally like you could walk through Philly. As long as you got something Eagles on, you're fine.
Yeah,
And
all you
if-
gotta do,
yeah.
and maybe not even all you have to do is just be like, go Birds every
Go-
once in a
yeah.
while, and have it out there. But the amount of people that we met there, I mean, it was like everywhere we went was like just a different character. There's like, shout
Yeah.
out to Malik
Malik Joe.
Joe, yeah,
Yeah.
he's a dickhead guy.
Yeah. He's cool.
He's
man.
not just that, dude. He does he does so much other stuff. Like his
Yeah.
content is
But
really
if you know
good.
him, like you'll see him like oh, what's up, dickhead? Like
Yeah,
like,
it's
nah,
like
he's
his
funny.
thing. And but what's fun? Oh, Ro, a side note: if you watch this and you see this, and this is me asking you what color profiles you use for your videos because it is fire. Everything looks
Yeah.
But towards that, it's like it was just a good vibe overall, and that's because
yeah.
the Eagles are winning, and they
Yeah,
knew
the city is on fire, man. The city's on fire, and it's just not literally on fire like it usually is.
not usually.
it's on fire in a different way.
Across the river in
attitudes-
Camden probably still is,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
But no.
the attitude, the vibe in the city, everybody's just, plus it's the holiday seasons. How can you not be happy? And again, The key to the city,
There's
if
a lot
you're
of
walking
stress.
around anywhere,
There's a lot
is
of stress
just
on the holidays,
just
man.
say go Birds.
Go Birds, and it sets you right. But I think
That's it, right.
so. That brings up a good point. Even with the Steelers fans there, which I did see a bunch, but there wasn't. People were making it seem like there was Steeler fans everywhere, and there really wasn't
No,
at all.
there were a
But
few. I mean, maybe not on this where we were. I did see a lot when we were walking from where we had the park going to we meet up at the tailgate. But it wasn't like an
they were like,
overwhelming amount.
and they were in the outskirts. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was like they were in the outskirts, and it wasn't close towards the center of everything.
Yeah.
And even then, like the Steelers fans that were like close and in the middle of things, like they knew what they were doing. They didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, and no one like everything. It was a very good.
And there
vibes.
were a lot of groups of people that were split with like Eagles, Steelers. They were there together. Like we had my buddy that I brought with me, Rocco. He's a Steelers fan. I told him to wear his jersey. He wore blue. Like I said, no one's going to care that you're a Steelers fan. It's not that heavy, but he again doesn't get out much. And he believes the hype and thinks he's going to go and get beat up because he has a Steelers jersey. I'm like, there's going to be so many Steelers fans there, and you're not a rival like that. So just come out and hang out.
No,
But he didn't wear his jersey. But we did see a lot of Steelers fans. And listen, there's a couple of them we interviewed. I mean, we talk a little bit trash back and forth, but it's all fun and it was all games, man. You'll see it.
Yeah.
You watch the videos. You'll see the clips coming out. It's a good time.
We're going through a lot of content. That's for sure.
Yeah. Keep hitting y'all with content upside the head.
Trying to at least do at least 2, 1, 2, 3 videos a day is what we're trying to aim
Keep
at.
dropping them.
So Eagles win 27-13, man.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, listen, so the controversy prior to the game was we talked about it before, AJ Brown saying, passing was an issue. And then AJ Brown, what did he have? 8 for 110 yards and
he had 110 yards.
5-yard touchdown. I mean, Hurts did his thing. 290 with 2 touchdowns passing and 45 yards rushing with 1 rushing touchdown. I mean, it's all around, those two are obviously they did the kid and play dance in the end zone after he scored his touchdown. So the rumors about them two not getting along and the team not gelling or whatever. I mean, I think it's just social media hype and trying to make something out of nothing.
There's something to say too about that is that this team has constantly been under scrutiny, right? Especially this year. They haven't folded yet. If you think about it, Sirianni's under constant attack, and I still feel the same way about him as a coach. And
agree.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, I guess you can fight Jalen Carter if you want to. Good thing that fucking loser Big Dom was there because it's like I say that like a jerk.
Yeah,
because I do recognize at the same time how important he is, and I hear the stories about how he really does keep the peace with a lot. But like, you shouldn't have to have a head coach that's doing what he's doing, and I don't like that at all. But
yeah,
the other scrutiny, we're talking, Jalen Hurts, we're talking the AJ Brown issues and things like that. Right. It's like I feel like they embraced that a little bit, and they were kind of like, oh yeah, like this is what they're gonna say. Well, we're gonna prove them wrong, and then they were showing. I mean, Devontae Smith had a touchdown pass as well, and I mean, how many yards did Devontae Smith have? 109. So it was like him and AJ Brown were completely split down the middle. Saquon Barkley had 65 yards.
Yeah.
Listen, if he wasn't hurt or kind of out for a little bit of that, he was like one minute detail away from breaking 40 yards. Like he was going to have another 120 yard game.
It was going to happen.
Yeah, I felt like it was at least. And when those things happen and everybody's vibing the way they vibe, I don't think it matters. They really embrace that. For this team, for this team to constantly take these attacks and then use it to their advantage, it really does say something about the team. And it's something that I don't think I've ever seen. This might be the strongest team that of my lifetime. I think it's definitely a stronger team than 2017.
Yeah. And again, you talk about just the team itself, and everyone's talking about this, so I'm going to bring it up as well. The way they controlled the last 10 minutes of that game
as Mr. Green likes to say, unbelievable.
Shucks. So it's like when you look at that and all the things that you could say negatively about the Philadelphia Eagles, the one thing you have to that should have, if you're a real football fan and understand the game of football that's played just like the game of chess, is what they did. They came out in that fourth quarter and they played the game of chess. So when they got, there was a couple of scary moments in that point when they got that ball back and took the ball down and ran the clock down systematically, mathematically, rhythmatically, whatever adequately you want to add to it, held on to the ball and ran that clock down in the fourth quarter. And then they stopped them at the 15-yard line. They could have scored and was like, yeah, we'll just go into the victory stance and end the game because that's class. That's what you do.
Which
with a
I'm not always
classy
for. I'll
team.
be honest with you. I want to. Sometimes, I mean, these are
You
pro
want to
teams.
turn up.
I don't even care. Why would you care about the disrespect of not being scored on? Like,
Yeah.
these are pro teams. I feel like it's
Yeah.
different. But I do understand. On the other hand, I do understand that
It's the
it is a class.
Philadelphia
It's kind of like a
Eagles
classy move.
versus
But
the Steelers, like the Steelers, which
Philadelphia
used
is
to be
not
the
exactly
Steelers.
like the classiest place.
Nah, but
And
we're
I say that
changing
with
that.
love. I say that with love, and I
Yeah.
like that about the city. The city has a lot of
There's
character. Has a lot
There's
of
a grit to it. Yeah.
Yes, there's a
Yeah.
grit. It's gritty, and I like that.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
love it.
like that you don't have to be, perfect all
Phony,
the time and do all this
fake.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
just be you.
And
And
listen,
that's what I enjoy about it.
like you said earlier, I think that the team itself takes that criticism and turns it into
Fuel.
something that they can play for on the next, set of downs and or the next game. And and when Hurts after the game, he sat down, he said, "Is that what you guys wanted?" You got people talking
That's what
trash
you got.
now.
That's what you wanted to see.
Yeah.
Actually, here we go.
Yes.
Actually, yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I wanted to see. That's
Right.
what I wanted to see this whole season.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see this whole season. Yes, that's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Listen, and since after the break, he's been a lot better. So I really, if you've noticed, I haven't had harsh criticisms to Jalen Hurts as I normally do. But
Right.
dude,
Right.
and I dig the whole swag and everything like that. Like, dude, Jalen Hurts is such a handsome character too. And he comes in and he's sitting down, he's wearing his I was thinking about, because I have a Kangol hat. I was thinking about wearing it, but I feel like it would go too far, dude. And that necklace, only he can pull off
Yo,
that necklace.
Did you see the bling? It was funny. I saw people were talking about it, and they basically said, "I've never seen diamonds shine like that before," right? And they were like, "It makes you think." That's real diamonds. Like the rappers are wearing those fake shits. Because listen, that was some bling, bro. That was
But
some bling.
For
I
him,
was like, damn.
again, and that air of confidence, a little bit of cockiness coming out of Jalen Hurts, almost to me, it's like, oh, like that's a cool thing. But like, bro, that's what you wanted to see?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
precisely what
he's
I wanted to see.
and he
I wanted to
still
see
he
this
doesn't
all
smile.
season long.
Yeah. He doesn't smile in the interview. But he's so like even kill. I like that, but I also would like to see a little bit of like a lighter side of him. But I get it. Listen, clearly the guy's locked in. And
Yeah, he had a great
he's just doing
he had a
what
great
he
game.
does,
It was
right.
another game without an interception. He made good decisions. Again, if our head coach, as long as Sirianni stays out of the way, and I understand that he is probably more into the culture and surrounding himself with better coaches.
Yeah.
Like Fangio, like Allen. It's like he can surround himself with those guys because they're so good.
Right.
And he might be one of the most winningest coaches of all time from what I was reading some stats somewhere like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, how?
Yeah.
And I understand because people are like arguing, like, oh, he's not a good coach. Like I say, he's not a good coach, and they're like, well, I mean,
but they're winning.
look at these stats. And
Yeah.
I'm like, but this team is so
happening.
good.
Yeah.
The talent that we have on this team, we've never had this before.
Yeah.
We always have like one or the other.
It's like
when it was like
to play poker, but you have a stacked deck in your hand, and it's like, all right, you're going to end up winning.
right.
But then you have a little bit of knowledge as you play more. You keep this same getting these winning hands, and you learn how to play the game better and better and better. I think he is improving as this season goes on. I think this season, there was a lot of again controversy and conversation about him and his coaching style and what he's doing. And instead of him continuing to feed into that, he's made a change, and his attitude towards the team and towards coaching, I think, has changed. Like you don't hear the controversy about him as much.
I
People want
definitely
to
feel
bring it up and talk about it, but you don't really see it.
No, I agree. I feel like that there is some mended relationships there because I think him and Sirianni last year was like a big thing. I don't think they got along a lot. And if you kind of read between the lines, you could kind of make that assumption yourself as well. But I think that this year, specifically after their bye week, I feel like things have changed a lot. And it's like I heard Jay Glazer saying that that he has good intel saying that during that break that there
Mhm.
was basically Big Dom and Brandon Graham was like, listen, Jalen, you got to connect with your team more.
Yeah.
And part of that is also mending things and talking with your head coach more openly and having
Right.
those good conversations to kind of mend
Yeah.
relationships.
I could see that.
And as somebody who wants to win, because listen, I've never, as much as I've been critical of Jalen Hurts as a player, I've never, in terms of his skills, I've never been like, he's a bad guy.
Right.
Like, no, like
No,
he's,
no, no.
there's no chance of that. And like, you can see, and it's apparent in when he goes and he'll do a tush push and score for like the third touchdown for that game. Like, you can,
Mhm.
my brother calls it Jalen Hurts Money Sundays, because it's like, you can bet that he's going to score a touchdown. It
Oh
happens every
yeah.
single week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
so that's like one of those prop bets where you can land something.
And then you saw him and AJ doing
But
the kid and play dance in
right,
the end
right.
zone.
He'll
Like
give the
that's,
ball. He'll give the
that's
ball to Saquon Barkley and be like,
right,
"You spike it,"
right.
and different things like that, because he's given like the kudos and the flowers that all these players really do deserve, dude. When was the last time you saw a team like this? In
Yeah.
2005, the TO season, right, where they went to the Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb, and it was
McNabb,
TO,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Who was the running back at the time? Was it Deuce Staley?
I think it was
And I'm
Deuce.
not talking bad on Deuce Staley because I like him,
Yeah.
but Deuce Staley is no Saquon Barkley. So you had the receiving core, you had an okay defense, but you didn't really have the running backs at the same level as your TO, right? And then in
Yeah.
2017, you had a better, more well-rounded team. You had a more of a decent defense. You had your receivers who were doing work, and then who was running back?
I'm trying to look it up now.
It was Jay Ajayi.
Jaya, yeah, that guy.
And it was like all these, it was like a weird like receiver. I think even that one guy, it was just like a weird like mix of everything. It was Blunt. Remember Blunt?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
and these are great running backs. I'm not saying, but again, these are not Saquon Barkley explosive types of running backs in my
Oh
opinion
wait, we had Westbrook as a running back then.
as well,
Oh
right?
five. Yeah,
He was great,
Westbrook. Yeah,
but
Westbrook is the man.
now you have, in my opinion, who should be the MVP, but probably won't get it because he's not a quarterback, right? You have Saquon Barkley, who is having one of the best seasons in history, right? I don't think he's on track for beating that record anymore for
Yeah.
the rushing yards, but
No.
he's close to it. Okay,
I
so
don't
you
even
have
think,
that.
but
You
I
have
don't even
AJ
think he
Brown,
really
Devontae
cares
Smith.
about it like that. I don't think he cares about it like that.
I
He
think they
just
care
wants
about it a
to
little too
be-
much, to be honest with you,
They make it, yeah, like they think
because
he should be caring about it. I don't think he personally is like, that's a big deal to me. I think what he looks at more is, can we win as a team?
sure, I agree with you 100%, because he's
And I
even
like
said,
that attitude.
let the young guys eat. He's been in those
Right.
certain situations, and then you also look at this though. Why? Here's my question: why do you have him in the game so late?
Yeah.
He's obviously banged up. He's
Yeah.
limping around, and you're
Yeah.
continually
Yeah.
to
Well,
play him for
they let
what? More yards?
Gainwell run most
Why?
of the fourth quarter.
Right?
Yeah.
He should have
Yeah.
ran a lot more. Right? Like,
Yeah.
don't. This is Saquon. This guy, this incredible player, is having an amazing season. Is
Yeah.
now what? Going to get hurt because you just want him to get more
Just want to,
yards?
yeah. Yeah. Listen, he did come out late in the fourth quarter, right? Because he
Right?
didn't really,
Why?
do much.
And maybe it's because they really wanted to shut that drive down. But at that
Yeah.
point, I think you're 2 touchdowns up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make
That's
any
true.
sense to me.
Yeah.
Why risk it?
Yeah.
Because if he goes down, Gainwell's not the same runner.
No, but
No
Gainwell
one
had a
in the
pretty
NFL
decent
is.
yard. I mean, listen, he had
Of
7
course.
carries for 20. He's not bad.
No, not at all.
But
And
yeah,
what
I
they
see.
did in
I
this
do.
game,
I do see what you're saying, though. Like it's definitely,
and
one
in
of those
this game,
things.
what happened in this game too that has really never happened in any other.
What's that?
They scored first.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They didn't have a slow first quarter.
No, we didn't.
They didn't have a slow first quarter, and they shut this team down 27-13, man.
Yeah,
Like
we scored what?
a field goal first, I think.
A field goal first. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they tied it up. Then we went down 10-3 in the first quarter. We came back down. What were we 3-17, right? No,
I'm not.
we scored a touchdown. Yeah, we had a field goal first, then we had a touchdown. So we scored 10 points in the first quarter, as opposed to not scoring at all. And then we, scored again in the second quarter, and then a field goal in the third quarter, and a touchdown in the fourth quarter. But
Well,
listen, we're scoring in the first quarter, and that was huge. I mean, against the Steelers, they're a decent defense. You know, they didn't give a bunch of yards up, but at the same time, you know, you were just, you know, we won, and we scored in the first quarter. I think that was huge for us as a team. That would get a lot of the naysayers off of our back going into, you know, this part of the season where the playoffs are coming up, where you're going to have these analysis or these whatever they're called, analysts, and they're going to be like, oh yeah, you know, the Eagles, they can't score in the first quarter, so what are they going to do? You know, you're going to go into these top-notch teams going to the playoffs, and if they can't score in the first quarter, they're going to be a first-round knockout. Come on, man, stop it. We proved to you two things this game: AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts are ace boom coons still,
Stop.
and we can score in the first quarter. So now what are you going to talk about this week? I haven't really heard much talk about.
Well, the problem, so they have a chance, right? So there's a chance to clinch,
Mhm.
second seed for the
Yeah.
for the playoffs. They could possibly also three-way tie for first place, but some other things have to happen for
Yeah, I
what
think
understand,
Minnesota has to lose,
right? But
and then we obviously would have to win out
it's
because their division record's better than ours. So Minnesota would have to lose against I think it's Detroit. No, I don't know who they have to lose to. They have to lose to somebody to
but
get
here's
one
the
more
here's
division
the
loss.
problem that I think arises from the situation as well, is that this Commanders game, the Commanders really don't have anything to lose, right? Or
Right,
they're trying to play spoiler at this point. So
right.
when they're playing spoiler, and then you've had an early bye in the season, and you have a long stretch of games. It's a physical game.
Yeah,
I don't want these guys worn down for the playoffs.
no. Yeah, I mean, right. So what would be more important to the team? Clinching second place or being tied for first or whatever?
I guess clinching, you would have,
Getting a first
even if you
because
clinch for
you want that
second
one
though.
because you want that bye,
Right.
right?
Yeah, 100%.
But at the same time, you know, do we chance, you know, losing to the Commanders, dropping, right? And then end up, you know, at a lower seed in the playoffs and then getting hurt and have to play all the way. I don't know. One of those things. I mean, listen, we're not going to take a loss to Washington, not at this point in the game. And again,
You can't.
our last three games are division rival. I mean, our division: Commanders, Commanders, Dallas, and Giants. We're ending our season, so we really can't take any losses these last three games. So we actually have to come out and play to win like we always do. But you know, again, stamp our stamp on leaders of the NFC East by taking out everybody one more time for the end of the season.
This team has shown us through adversity, in terms of people talking about them and taking the criticism, and just kind of playing and playing tough.
Yeah,
So I know that I wasn't on the board. I wasn't on the board with this team for a while, but the truth is that they're a tough team, man.
yeah.
They really are a tough team.
And they're proving
They're
it every
one of
week that they're
of
getting better
course.
and better and better, which is
They're
nice.
it's like, to me, it's like, nah, I actually feel comfortable, because before it'd be like, oh, this is a game they should win. They're definitely going to lose. But now I feel like when they go into these games, like, I feel confident they're probably going to win those as well. So
Yeah, I like
listen,
it.
we're gonna close this down. But I have a little surprise. Our friend DJ Jose Pagan hooked us up once again, just
Oh
for
yeah,
a
let's
little
go.
story to close it out with, to kind of show the importance of this Commanders game. And it is a song about the Commanders and the Eagles coming up this
Oh, nice.
weekend. But
Let's go.
hey, listen, as always, guys, thanks
Thanks
so
for
much
hanging out.
for tuning in. Thanks for doing
Yeah,
everything, and
we'll see you
keep
next
on keep. Oh,
week. Oh, what
one
we
more
got?
thing. I think what we're gonna do is because Christmas this week. So, guys, Merry Christmas,
Merry
Happy New Year,
Christmas. Yeah.
and everything like that. So what's gonna happen is I think, instead of, we're not gonna record an episode this week coming up, because it will be, typically recording day will land on Christmas.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be around anyway.
Right. Well, obviously, I'm not recording on Christmas. It's not happening.
Yeah.
So, sorry. What I think we're going to do this week is we might drop an archive episode.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice. Old
It would
school
be
black
nice.
and
Yeah.
tan.
And I'm going to warn you guys, it's explicit. It's
Yes,
a little
that's
different than
more
what you
than
guys are used to.
black and tan after dark episodes. It's not much football going on in these. And again,
No.
the things we're talking about are from could be 3-4 years ago, could be 5 years ago. So it's
Yeah. But it was good, but it's like funny. And it kind of, I was listening to an episode the other day, like of what like we used to talk
we
about.
rap. We used to rap. When
Yeah, we used to
started
freestyle.
out.
We used to open every show with a freestyle. That was fun in itself. And I feel like it sets the, it's a vibe set, dude. It's all about it. It sets the vibe. But
you were making up beats.
Yeah.
We were stealing beats from the internet.
Yeah, we're stealing it from YouTube. Remember Angel Sucia or something?
Yeah.
All these like crazy whatever. Like no, but it was a lot of fun.
Trill beats. We had to have trill beats. And we were just rapping. That was fun. That was fun.
What we're gonna do, like I said, I'll drop those. Maybe I'll edit it so that way it's
give me 45 minutes to an hour.
no, I'm saying like in terms of like our language, because the language is pretty explicit as well.
It's Christmas special.
Maybe we have a Christmas special.
Santa Claus already came, so we can start cussing again.
But you guys, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Enjoy
Christmas.
it so much.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys. Well, what about hold on? Because then we got New Year's Day is the following Wednesday.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have 2 archive episodes.
2 archive episodes. So we'll probably see
All
most
right.
of you guys until the beginning of the year. So it's going to be Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Maybe we'll record an episode
We can get
later,
like
one of the other days of the week,
Monday or
something like that.
Tuesday. Yeah. Grab a day and do something. Okay, let me know. We'll do it.
All right.
All right, man. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out.
And here's the I'm gonna
Black
hide
and Tan Sports.
the
We
week
out.
16 showdown.
Check us out. Black and Tan Sports Pod.
Love you
Black
guys.
and Tan
We're out.
Sports. Bye.
It's week 16, the stakes are high. Eagles are soaring, aiming for the sky. Hurts and Brown, the dynamic crew. But Barkley's power, they're coming through.
Norfolk Stadium, here we go. Commander stands, but they'll soon know. The NFC East is ours to take. Philadelphia Eagles, make no mistake. Philadelphia Eagles, flying high, we're fearless, we go. In Washington, we'll own the field. Sunday's ours, the deal is sealed. Jaden Daniels tries to ignite. McLaurin, Robinson put up a fight. But Philly's ready, we've got the might. The NFC crown's in our sight. With threats commanding, Brown's big plays. Barkley's grinding, lighting the way. The Green Wave's coming, you can't deny. We're taking over, watch us fly. Philadelphia Eagles, flying high, we're fearless, we go. In Washington, we'll own the field. Sunday's ours, the deal is sealed.
Philly pride, we're loud and bold. Green and silver, hearts of gold.